Up, guys? So I decided today why not do a tier list for Mario games. A friend of mine had recommended me that I should do videos of me ranking Nintendo games, and I thought why not give it a shot. I thought, well, the first thing I could start with is ranking the best Mario games in the series, and there's a lot of Mario games, ranging from the main series games to the spin-off games. And honestly, I thought, why not give it a shot? So, of course, I thought, I thought Mario games should be the first start, and then we can do other franchises later. And let's get started. So, the first game we got here is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is a great game. It's one of my favorite Wii games of all time. I always have a tough time kind of like saying which is better between the first or the second one. Um which the first one's right there, so we probably may rank that one too. So let's rank the first one. The first Super Mario Galaxy is an infinite classic. It is one of my favorite Mario games of all time. I would definitely put it on my top 10. I'd even put it on my top 5 because it's just such a damn good game, man. And even though the Wii was not my favorite Nintendo system, I always love going back and playing Mario Galaxy. I enjoy it more on the Switch now because it feels more better to play it on a console that doesn't really have motion controls. I mean, Switch does have motion controls, but I mean, you can still play the game without like using the Joy Cons, which I love that. So let's rank Mario Galaxy 1. Let's kind of move this one up to the top. So bear with me as I'm trying to scroll my phone up to the list. So, okay, so we'll just move on up top. So it's going to be a double S. Super Mario Galaxy is double S for me. I love this game. And again, this just ranks from just what tier these games belong. It doesn't mean how they go on order or whatever the case may be. It's not about that. It's just about putting the games on the tiers where they belong. So Mario Galaxy 2, I would say it'd be on S. Let's see, where'd I go? There's the game. I'm like moving other games, and I am like, oh my god, what is going on here? So bear with me when I'm trying to scroll. Okay, it's up there now. So, alrighty, and let's move it to S tier. There we go. Mario Galaxy 2 is on S tier. And the next game we got here is Super Mario All Stars plus Super Mario World. I mean, it's Super Mario All Stars plus Super Mario World. What can you ask more? What can you ask for? Oh God, bear with me as I'm trying to scroll down here. I mean, I'm doing my best here. But S tier, S tier, SS tier. Yeah, SS tier. Why the fuck not? Super Mario 3D World. I love this game. It was my favorite Wii. I mean, it still is my favorite Wii U game of all time. Out of all the Wii U games, I think this one is by far my favorite, just because when I think of the Wii U, the first game I think of is Super Mario 3D World. So I have to definitely. I would put this on. I put the original version on A. And then I put, because I saw it right now, I put the Switch version on S tier, on A, and then where the hell is the Switch version? Oh, there you go. Because obviously with the Bowser's Fury expansion, it definitely belongs on S tier, in my opinion. Just my list, so if you disagree with that, that's definitely cool. Um, you may have your list, and I like to hear your guys' list in the comments below. What do you think is your favorite? What are your favorite Mario games? Here you go, S tier. And next we got Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Inside Story. This is by far my favorite Mario and Luigi RPG game. I love this game to death. I love the soundtrack. I love the story of this game. I had a blast playing this game, and it definitely is one of my top 10 favorite DS games of all time. So I definitely would put this game on S tier. Not screw. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I put it on S tier. I was thinking double S, but I was like, it's an S tier. Obviously, it's an S tier. Love this game. Uh, New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. I mean, New Super Mario Brothers U. And let's see. So we will rank this game. Okay. Okay. We're going to rank this game on yeah, yeah, B tier. It's an alright game. I'm just kidding. It's a great game, just that it's not my favorite port of a Wii U game to Switch. I thought that was a kind of a lazy port in my opinion. Super Mario Brothers 3. Do I have to say anymore? It's fucking Super Mario Brothers 3. That is going to be, I mean, it's goddamn Super Mario Brothers 3. It's gonna be on double S. It's one of my favorite NES games of all time. That and The Legend of Zelda. And then let's see, got the original Super Mario Brothers. I mean, do I have to say anymore? It's Super Mario Brothers. It's the one that started it all. Well, not technically, but it was the first Super Mario Bros. Game. So it was the one that started it all for the Super Mario Brothers series. But it wasn't Mario first game though. It was not. But it is a double S, obviously. Super Mario Run. It was an alright mobile game. Not my favorite Mario game by far, but it was. As much as I hate mobile gaming, this was definitely the only mobile game I was okay with because I was like, well, I mean, yes, I was one of those. I was one of those people that paid $10 for this game when it first came out, and honestly, at that time, I thought, well, $10 for a Mario game. I mean, in my opinion, I thought, okay, I'll pay for the $10 and play the full game and all. I mean, I haven't touched this game after I finished it because there was really no reason to like come back to it. But I mean, it's a mobile game. Not a huge mobile gamer, never will be. But I mean, it's a D tier. It was whatever. I mean, it's not my favorite Mario game by any means, but it is, I guess you could say, my favorite mobile game because I don't really have a favorite mobile game. I just don't. But if I have to think of one, I probably would just say Super Mario Run. And maybe I'm being biased here because it is a Mario game, so it's like, yeah. The original Donkey Kong, one of my favorite classic Nintendo arcade games. I mean, this was the one that started it all. This is the reason why Nintendo as a company in when it comes to their IPs, this is the game that was their first groundbreaking intellectual property. So this is the reason why we were able to see Mario have his own IP. And then we get to see how Nintendo was able to evolve from creating IPs such as Zelda, such as Pokemon, such as Kirby, and etc. Like this ground broke what we would see in a Nintendo IP. And this was the first game that gave us Mario and Pauline, and of course Donkey Kong. And this was the one that started it all. And yeah, I really, 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 really like this game, but I wouldn't give it on high tier. I just would not. Um, it's not an easy arcade game. It is pretty challenging. Um, I just put it on C tier. I mean, it's still a fun game, but I don't go back and play it a lot because there are better games out there, obviously nowadays. But it's still a fun game to go back to if you want to go and revisit Mario's origins. So yeah, I put Donkey Kong on C tier. Super Mario Brothers: Lost Levels. Okay, I'm not gonna pull off some Call Me Johnny kind of vibes right now, and I love that dude's YouTube channel. Go check him out, by the way. He does great videos. But but I agree with him on one thing. This game is fucking shit. It's fucking shit. It's a shitty fucking game. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I rage and fucking rage quit in this fucking game. Well, I mean, the All Stars version is a little bit more easier on the Super Nintendo because you're able to save. But nah, back on the Famicom disc system, or hell, even if you played this game on emulators back then, or I mean, if you played the virtual console version, well, I mean, that doesn't count because there are save states on virtual console. But if you try to play this game on its own, like on the Famicom disk system, you're shit out of luck. You basically, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. One thing that's great about this game, unlike the original game, is that it's kind of forgiving. And what I mean by that, if you died in the world you died from, you just start over from that world you died from. So it does have some redeeming. But for a Mario game, man, I don't hate this game. I don't like it either. Because I'm so forgiving, man. I'm tempted at putting on either which one, man. It goes on E tier. It just goes on E tier. It would have gone on F tier if I hated it, but I don't hate this game. I just don't like it. You know. Paper Mario Sticker Star. I almost call it Color Splash. To be real with you guys, I haven't played any Paper Mario games since Thousand Year Door, so well, I mean, last one I played was Super Paper Mario, but we'll get to that one when we rank it. But last good Paper Mario I enjoyed was Thousand Year Door. But Sticker Star I never played, so I mean, do I just leave it there? Nah, I guess F tier could also be like games I've never played because I know there's some Mario games out there that I have not, like there's a minimum of games that I haven't played yet, but this is one of the ones I've never played, so I guess I'll just put it on F tier. It has to be on a tier at least. I've heard some people like, I mean, well, I rarely know anyone that likes this game, but I mean, most of the people that I've heard don't like it. But that doesn't mean I'm putting it there because people don't like it. I just put it there because I just never played it. Uh, Mario Party Star Rush. Any Mario Party game on a handheld, in my opinion. Oh, my bad about that. It's all good. But any Mario Party game, did I say Paper Mario? Oh no, I don't care. But any Mario Party game on a handheld, in my opinion, is I don't know, man. I can never have fun with a Mario Party game on a handheld. So I mean, I've played them. They go on F tier because I don't care to play a Mario Party game on a handheld, and I never will. Even this game too. I played the 3DS ones, and honestly, I didn't like 3DS games. I thought they were pretty not they were they're I wouldn't say they're like bad Mario Party games, but they're just not good ones either. But still, it's F tier because I do not like Mario Party on handhelds. I just don't. I literally don't. Mario Brothers, the original arcade game. This was the second game with Mario, and this was the first game that introduced us Luigi. But cool fact, by the way, did you know that Luigi was actually not introduced in the arcade version at first? He was actually introduced in the Game and Watch version of Mario Brothers. So that's a little fact for those that never knew that fact. Because I know people will say that Luigi was introduced in Mario Brothers. That's factually true, but it was introduced in the Game and Watch version of that game before he came out in the arcade version, which is pretty interesting. But going back to this game, uh I don't like this game. I don't. No, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad game, but it doesn't age well. I don't like the mechanics, like the slippery floor that you're running on. I don't like it, but I guess I just put it on E tier because I don't think it's an F tier. It's probably an E tier for me. Mario Party 9, the only Mario Party that I've never played, but I heard some people do not like this game. That's fun fact. This game actually this was the last first party Wii game that came out that was published by Nintendo. This was the last first party game that came out for the Wii. Because at that time the Wii U was coming out, so yeah. They had to get something out for the Wii. Mario Party 10. Oh god, I don't want to sound negative, but I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Only those words I can just tell you. I'm not going to say why because if you want to know why, okay, there it is. Because if you want to know why I hate this game, I don't want to brag about it. I just hate that fucking stupid go-kart shit that they fucking pull in the fucking, it's F tier, obviously, that they have in the game on the board where all the characters have have to ride a go-kart to have their own space, or actually, I mean, where they share their own space, excuse me. I hate that bullshit. It's just one of the most stupidest things they did on a fucking game. Mario Party, the top 100. That goes on E tier. Uh, there's only one board, and I don't know. I mentioned I don't really like playing Mario Party games on handhelds. I know they try to hype this one up, and I thought this was going to be good at first, but then I realized I don't know, man. I get it. I mean, they have all they not all of the mini games. They only have some of the popular ones, but they even added some of the most questionable mini games out there. And I was like, you have some good ones, but you have some ones that don't even belong there. I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, and it's not one that I would go back to. Mario Clash on the Virtual Boy. I did play this on emulators, but I don't really. I didn't care much for this game. It's a whatever game, but I definitely put it on F tier because well, it's on Virtual Boy. Um. By the way, the only Virtual Boy game that's probably worth checking out is Wario Land. Mario Party Advance. Yeah, I was one of those kids that played this game. I didn't have it, but I remember somebody in my school had this game. And yeah, I there you go. Mario Kart Double Dash. Do I really got to say anything? It's fucking Mario Kart Double Dash. It's one of one of my favorite Mario Kart games of all time. Probably my favorite Mario Kart. It's kind of hard because I have a tough time saying which is my favorite. Is it Mario Kart 64, Double Dash, or Mario Kart 8? Or Mario Kart Wii for that matter too. I love every Mario Kart game in the series, man. There's never one that I've said, "Oh, this one." There's well, there's probably one, and we'll probably put it there. You know, definitely S tier. I love this game. Uh, speaking of Mario Kart, that is my least, and there with a little bit of a shit wipe. Okay, Mario 64. Is there really anything that I can say much about Mario 64 that hasn't actually been said about Mario 64? I mean, it to me speaks video games. Whenever I play this game, I'm playing a video game. It defines a video game. It makes me feel appreciating why I love video games in the first place. There isn't much I can say much about this game because this game speaks for itself when you play it. If you have never played this game, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop wasting your fucking time. Get a fucking, well, I mean, you do it many ways. Get an N64, get the cartridge, or hell, fucking emulate the game, play it. Because trust me, you can't go wrong with Mario 64. You just can't. It is the pinnacle. It is the cream of the crop of all of video games as I speak. And this obviously goes on double S tier. My favorite video game of all time. Not just my favorite Mario game, but my favorite video game of all time. I love this, and I would also say Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is kind of like Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is a little bit of runner up, even though I'm more of a Zelda guy, but still, I mean, if I have to pick one, I have to pick Mario 64 because it is just my favorite. It is Mario 64 is the reason why I fell in love with video games in the first place. It's the reason why I love gaming so much because of that game. So of course, I mean that game will always be my favorite game of all time, and I can never feel bored. Every year, I always two games I always play every year is Mario 64 and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Those are the two games I love to play every year and never get bored of those games. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Do I have to fucking say anything about Paper Mario 1000 Year Door that hasn't been said? One of the best designed Mario RPGs of all time. One of the best Paper Mario games of all time. Paper Mario on the N64 was great, but I think this did it better in my opinion. And once you play, you're like, dude, this game is just fucking great, man. This is definitely gonna go on S tier. Love this game. And then, excuse me, Super Mario Odyssey. The same thing, like I said with Mario 64. Super Mario Odyssey to me is it I have to definitely put it on my favorite video games list of all time because the thing about Mario Odyssey to me, it makes me appreciate how much I love and enjoy video games. To me, when this game first came out, and I remember it popped it on my Switch, I feel like I was in the happiest point of my life because I remember just it made me feel like a kid again playing this game. It made me feel like I was playing Mario 64 for the first time in my life in a new experience. And I love this game. I never in my life complained or got bored with this game. I don't think any Mario game could ever bore me. That's the thing. But this game is special because it just made me feel like I was a kid again. I was it made me feel like I was re-experiencing video games for the first time in my life again. I couldn't be more thankful for this game. So it definitely has to be on double S tier. I love this game. Really love this game. And that is double S. So we go here. There we go. Double S. Double S. And the next game we got is Super Mario RPG. When I think of RPGs on the Super Nintendo, I think of two games: Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG. Those are the two RPGs. Even though when it comes to RPGs, I'm more of a Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts guy, Pokemon as well. But I gotta be real, man. If there's two RPGs that come to my mind, I know people would say, "What about Earthbound?" I'm like, sorry, I never cared for Earthbound. Sorry, but I love this game. I love this game. It is my one of my favorite RPG. It is. I have, like I mentioned, I have two RPGs that I love to death on the Super Nintendo: Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG. And I feel like Super Mario RPG nowadays is getting more love and appreciated than don't get me wrong, it still was a great game for its time, but I feel like nowadays like people are like there's a cult for that game where like people are starting to who those who haven't even played it are like discovering this game for the first time. You're like, dude, how amazing that they like that Squaresoft who made Final Fantasy came in and said, let's make a Mario RPG game, but let's make it so good. Like let's make it feel like it's a Mario game and an RPG at the same time. And they did a phenomenal job. By the way, the guy that directed the game, I think there was an interview with them saying that he would love one day to make a sequel. Come on, Nintendo. I mean, I hope to God maybe one day we can see a sequel to Super Mario RPG. I mean, I have to put this on double S, guys. It's my favorite Mario RPG game of all time. It has to be on double S. There we go. Mario Kart DS. A lot of people consider this the Super Smash Brothers Melee version of Mario Kart, which, in my opinion, it definitely is one of well I would say was one of my favorite because Mario Kart 7 kind of took that place, but Mario Kart DS at the time was my favorite Mario Kart handheld game, and it was such a great game, and it still is a great game to this day. I was playing it a few days ago on my Wii U, and man, that game is still fucking fun to this day. uh i I put it on A tier. Screw it, it's definitely a great game. Let's see. Where do we go? A tier. There we go. Great game. Mario Kart Wii. Probably a little biased here, but this was at that time my favorite Mario Kart game. So I still and it's still a great game. I have this game, of course, so it's definitely an S tier. Definitely S tier. Super Mario Bros. 3 from the Super Mario Advance 4 for the Game Boy Advance. Thought it was great. And the addition of the e-reader levels, excuse me, was good. The best way to play this game nowadays, I would say, and you might want to get it before it shuts down. God damn it, Nintendo, seriously. Um, get this game on the Wii U Virtual Console because you won't regret it. You want to play the E-Rater levels? Get the Wii U Virtual Console version better. That's a better way to play the E-Rater levels, and honestly, man, it's a great version of the game. I mean, it's Super Mario Brothers 3. I mean, it's definitely Super Mario Advance for Super Mario Brothers 3. I mean, there isn't much I can say. I mean, I'd still put it on SS tier because, well, it's Mario 3. So there you go. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, again, SS tier. Alrighty, get this up. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Love this game. Oh, damn it. That's all good. Super Mario All Stars on the Wii, or I mean, is it just Super Mario All Stars on the Wii? Do they have the Super? Okay, so it's just regular Super Mario All Stars. Regular Super Mario All Stars is A. I mean, it has all of the four NES Mario games, but obviously with Super Mario World in there, it's definitely a double S. But it's an A. Super Mario All Stars. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8. Great game. I mean, it's double S for deluxe, but I'd probably still put this. I'd probably put it on A, and I'll say why. Because although the original Wii U version was great, the only thing I probably was not a fan of was the battle mode. The battle mode got better on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so it definitely was better on the Switch. But on the Wii U, it's still a great game. But I feel like if you're gonna get a Wii U for that game, there's not really a point because the game is better on Switch. So I mean, honestly, and yeah. So let's check the list, and yeah, I mean the list is going good. So we still got more games to rank. Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine is great. I mean, it's not my favorite 3D Mario platformer, but I wouldn't necessarily put it on A tier or double S tier. I put it on S tier. I know some people may not like that I'm putting it on like S tier, which is fine. You know, I know some people would say, "Oh, dude, it belongs on B tier or A tier." It's my list at the end of the day, so it's just my opinion. But I love Sunshine. I love Sunshine. Is it hard? Yes, but at the same time, I still put it on S tier. Still a great game. We got Yoshi's Island. This is the Super Mario Advance 3 port, but where's the original game? I thought I saw it somewhere here. Okay, I see it there. Not gonna lie, guys. I first played this game 2 years ago. The first time I played Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo was 2 years ago. But I wouldn't necessarily say that was the first time playing it because I have played it on emulators, but the thing that made me stop playing it was one reason only. If you see the cover, what's on Yoshi's saddle? That goddamn annoying baby fucking Mario. Yeah, he's the reason why I kind of stopped playing this game as a kid because it annoyed the living fuck out of me hearing him fucking cry. And again, every time I play this game and I try to fucking play this game and he fucking cries, I'm like, dude, I'm muting my fucking TV, man. Because don't get me wrong, I played this 2 years ago. I didn't beat it. I was kind of close to beating it though, but I enjoyed my time with it. I really, really like this game. At first, I thought it wasn't going to be that interesting because I was like, I don't know, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Yoshi. He's a cool character, but him having his own games never interested me that much. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Yoshi's Story for the N64. I love that game. And I even enjoyed Woodley World on Wii U. I thought that was great. And then Craft the World, which I haven't finished yet, but it's a great game. It's on Switch. Definitely good if you haven't checked it out. But I just never saw myself wanting to play these Yoshi's Island games. I know there's the one on the DS, and I know there's the 3DS one, which I haven't played yet, but eventually when I get those games, I will play them, give my thoughts on it. But for now, I guess they just got the original one because they have the titles called Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Even though in Japan the game was called Super Mario Yoshi's Island. That's what it was just called. It didn't have the Super Mario World 2. They just only did that for like marketing reasons. But it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game. I and again, I I'd only knock points just because of the because I hate that cry. I do only knock little points off of that, but it's still a good game. But I put it on B tier. I have the Game Boy Advance version on my 3DS, but I haven't played it yet. But I would assume it's. I mean, I would assume it's the same. Honestly, so it'd probably go on B tier by any means. And yep, here we go. B tier. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, it's still a decent version of the game. But um, I haven't played the remix, so I can't really tell. Like pretty sure it's still as good as the original game. I mean, I know there's the Bowser Jr. Uh, mode that they have there, which is like more bonus content. But I guess I put it on again. Again, F tier can also mean games that I haven't played or I don't like, you know. So Bowser. So again, I haven't played Bowser's Inside Story in years. But the reason I put the original one on S is because I love that game. That game is a classic. But I put the 3DS remake on F because I haven't played it yet. The original Paper Mario, phenomenal RPG. I think it was definitely a great sequel to make it. I mean, it was going to be a sequel to Mario RPG from the Super Nintendo slash Super Famicom, but obviously it didn't end up being that way because Square at the time was working with Sony to make games on the PlayStation, so they couldn't work with Nintendo to make more games. So yeah, but it's still a great game, and it was definitely a good way to continue Mario RPGs. The character designs, story, the elements, it's still a great game, and to this day, it still ages pretty good. I do think that Thousand Year Door is a bit better, but I know that this game still ages pretty good. That I could always play this game and have a great time with it. So this game, let's move it up. Up we go. And let's see. Let's see. I put it on A tier. Pretty good game. Super Mario World. That gotta really say anything? It's fucking Super Mario World. This is my favorite 2D Mario game of all time. I mean, I could go on for hours and hours and hours talk about how great Super Mario World is, but I'm not going to because I don't want to bore the living fuck out of you. But I mean, it's that damn good of a game. It's definitely an amazing 2D platformer. If you haven't played it, you gotta get your brain in the mind direct in the you gotta get your brain in the right direction and fucking just pop this game in. Because seriously, this game is amazing. So yeah. Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. Still fine. I still prefer the Super Nintendo version over the Game Boy Advance version, but the Game Boy Advance version wasn't that bad. I put it on S tier, regular S, because I still think the Super Nintendo version is still better, in my opinion. But hey, it's Super Mario World, so you can't go wrong. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh man, I still have a copy of this game for the Game Boy Advance. I haven't played it in years, but I remember beating it years ago and just having a fucking blast with this game, man. It was another great way to introduce Mario into an RPG world, especially him being with Luigi. I mean, it was just a great game. And this game definitely, I would say this game belongs on, I'd say it belongs either on S or A tier. I'd say S just because it is a great game. So I put it on S tier. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser Minions. I did play this, and it's still as great as it was. Probably put it on A tier because I still prefer the Game Boy Advance version. By the way, the Geno cameo in the 3DS version is cut, so I mean, it sucks, but then again, Nintendo doesn't own the rights to that character, so they're only given permission, I think, once to only use Geno outside of a Mario RPG game. So it's A tier, but it's still a great game. So if you never played it, definitely check it out. Partners of Time is also going on A tier because that's a great sequel, and them utilizing where they team up with their baby counterparts was great. So it definitely is an A tier. Here we go, A tier. Mario Party 2, the quintessential of Mario Party games. This is the game that, in my opinion, just laid the foundation of what Mario Party would become today because this game had amazing boards, amazing mini games. This was the only Mario Party game where you can only see characters wearing costumes. I mean, this game to me is still my favorite Mario Party game of all time. I love this game. Um, it's just my favorite Mario Party. Seriously, this goes on S tier. Seriously, it's S tier for me. S tier, definitely. Mario Party, the original one. I don't really go back to this game a lot because the original Mario Party to me is my least favorite in the N64 games. Maybe I would say Mario Party 3, maybe my least favorite, which is right there. But I'll probably give Mario Party. It was a fresh start of the series, but I'll probably give it a B tier. But it's still a great start. So it belongs on B tier. Definitely belongs on B tier. Mario Party 3, that one probably is going to go on C tier. Here we go. Mario Party 3. Super Mario Brothers 2, which is the US version of obviously Doki Panic, which was the original game that came out in Japan. It was a Famicom Disk System game, but in America they changed it to a Mario game because the lost levels couldn't be localized in the States because of how hard the game was. So they had to like come up with another idea to reskin a game that they did and put it as a Mario game so that way people would enjoy it. And it's still a great game to this day. I never have a problem playing this game. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack has to be obviously the overworld soundtrack is still my favorite, and especially when I hear it playing in the Smash Brothers stage, I always get a blast, man. But it's my least favorite in the NES trilogy, so it definitely belongs on C tier. But still, it's still great. The soundtrack's still amazing, so it's C tier. Super Mario Advance, which is a port of Super Mario Brothers 2. Kind of like this one a little bit more, honestly. Kind of preferred it more on Game Boy Advance because I remember I got this game. It was one of the first Game Boy Advance games I got, so I actually like this game. I would say, I'd say B tier. Honestly, I prefer more on Game Boy Advance than I did on NES. Super Mario Maker 2 and Super Mario Maker 1. Well, Super Mario Maker 1 is definitely, I mean, for God's sakes, the game, both of these games, I would say, are godly S tiers. Both of them. I say both because they're both great. So I don't have a problem putting both of them on S tier. Let's see. There we go. And then Mario Maker 2 on S tier as well. There we go. Move up, move up, move up. And there we go. Mario Party DS. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I do not like playing Mario Party games on handhelds. But this one is a pass, and I'll tell you why. Because I remember playing this when I was in school. I remember an old friend of mine had a DS. He'd bring his DS. He let me borrow some of the games that he had. And I remember one of the games he let me borrow was Mario Party DS. So for me, I had a blast playing this game. I would probably put it on C tier just because it's enjoyable. But would I play it a lot? Absolutely not. It will not be the Mario Party game that I would personally play a lot. Mario Party Superstars. It's a welcome back. It's a great welcome back to the series. I love this game. I think Nintendo did a great job hitting this game right in the ball because I really think this game to me made the series have a good comeback because, as you know, the series had been suffering since 8, and there wasn't really a good Mario Party game since 8. And this was a great welcome return back to the series' original roots. And not only that, but we have a good Mario Party game for the first time in years. And I think this game is kind of a little bit ahead of the original Mario Party on Metacritic from what I remember. But honestly, man, it was a great welcome back to the series, and I really like this game. Although the only thing I could only complain is that there's not enough boards, and I really hope maybe Nintendo will add some future DLC to the game, like they do with the Mario sports games. I really want to see them add more boards and maybe add maybe a little bit more characters. But I think the characters after the game are fine. Um, I mean, I this is a little tough right here. Hmm. Be on beats here, honestly. But it's a great welcome back to the series, though. It's a great welcome back. Paper Jam, Mario and Luigi. I was gonna say Paper Mario. It is Paper Mario in the cover. Never played this game. The last Mario and Luigi game I played was I played a little bit of Dream Team on the 3DS. So that was like the last one I played. I haven't played this one, so it has to be on F tier. But I'm like again, F tier means games I have never played or games that I don't like. So just letting you know. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. From what I played, it was whatever. I didn't care too much for it, but it's on D tier. Paper Mario Origami King, which is the recent Paper Mario game in the series. I didn't get any interest in this game, so I just put it on F tier. Super Mario 3D All Stars. I'm only going to rank this as a compilation because all 3 games are amazing. So I'm not knocking points off the games. I'm going to put it on C tier just because I wasn't the biggest fan of this compilation. Don't get me wrong, the games they chose are still great, but my problem was the compilation just felt kind of mediocre to me because how emulated the game, how kind of poorly the games are emulated, and also the fact that Mario Galaxy, in my opinion, just for me, Mario Galaxy 2 was not included. It was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, all 3 games are still great, but they're kind of lazy ports of these 3 classic great games. But still, as a compilation, it's okay. So it's C tier. Super Paper Mario. Yeah, this game right here. Yeah, I know some people who like this game, which, hey, if you like this game, power to you. But for me, I hate this game. See, here's the thing. You don't make Paper Mario a platformer. You just don't. I understand. It's a Mario game. But when I think of Paper Mario, I think of a fucking RPG. I don't think of it being a fucking platformer. Yes, you have to have some platforming elements because it's a Mario game. But how the hell can you fucking... I don't want to sound too negative, but how do you make a fucking Mario game into a Paper Mario game into a platformer? I don't know. It's not my favorite. But if it's your favorite Paper Mario game, that's completely fine. I know there's people that like this game. I know there's people that hate this game. It's kind of a mixed game. I don't like it though. But it was the last Paper Mario game that I did play. I was going to say Super. Mario Party 4. God, man, this is just I would say my second favorite Mario Party game. My favorite Mario Party is Mario Party 2, but God, man, I gotta put this I gotta put this on S, man. It's just one of my favorite Mario Party games to always fucking play, man. I love the mini games. The boards are amazing. I mean, this is just, in my opinion, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 4 are the quintessential Mario Parties. But if you gotta ask me what's the best era of Mario Party, I would say the GameCube era, because the GameCube era was the golden era of Mario Party. You had a lot of great boards, a lot of great mini games. The GameCube Mario Party games, in my opinion, are untouchable. They just are. Mario Kart 7, great game. Really like this game. Probably my one of my favorite 3DS games. I put it on B tier. Definitely great. New Super Mario Brothers. Ooh, we're gonna have another hot take on this one. We may have a little bit more, but I'm not trying to I'm not trying to make these takes too long, but I'll do my best. Um, okay, so New Super Mario Brothers, I put it on D tier because uh because one of the things about Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers, is that it kind of feels too easy of a game, honestly, and it's not really my favorite New Super Mario Brothers game. I think for a game, it's for a game, it's like I mentioned, for a DS game, it's great. It's a great game. But for a new Super Mario Brothers game, it's pretty easy and it's not really that challenging and it doesn't really interest me that much. So it's D tier. But still, it's a great game. And I wouldn't stop recommending people to play this, but honestly, I wouldn't go back to it because there's better games in the new Super Mario Brothers franchise, which we'll get into right now once we start ranking the other games. Super Mario 3D Land. Um, again, I I mean, well, I don't know why I said again. That's funny. I won't cut that out. But Super Mario 3D Land. I like this game. I like this game. I really, 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 really enjoy this game. I'm currently still enjoying it right now on the 3DS as I speak. I'm barely replaying it again and going back to it because Super Mario 3D World on the Switch made me want to go back and play this game again. And I watched a video from Nintendo Life where they were talking about the game before Mario 3D World got re-released on Switch. And I said, man, I got to go back to this game and enjoy it. And it's still a great game. I think it's a great game for the 3DS. It almost feel like, again, the 3D Land and 3D World games is a combination between 2D and 3D um, Mario games. Obviously, they play like a 2D game, but it's on a 3D atmosphere. And I like that because for some reason it kind of gives me Super Mario Galaxy vibes. But I think, in my opinion, obviously this game to me is just it's a really good 3DS game, and every time I play it, man, I always feel like I'm always having a great time with it, man. It's definitely a great game that I like to go back and play on my 3DS. So it's definitely a B tier. Next game, Super Mario 64 DS. Um, this game to me, and this is a little bit of a hot take, and I'm not gonna try to sound negative, of course, because I don't want to fucking sound like that. But Super Mario 64 DS, I don't like this version of Mario 64, and I'll tell you why. I don't mind the fact of you playing as other characters. That's a freaking awesome. That was an awesome idea, and it's still a great thing that they did. The problem that I have with Mario 64 DS is that I feel like it came out on the wrong system. See, if this came out on the 3DS, it would have been a big deal because the 3DS has the circle pad, and it would have made sense where you would use like the circle pad to control like the character, because when you use the D-pad on the DS for this game, it feels a little off, and it just, the DS in my opinion was not meant to have 3D platformers like this. So I'd probably give it a C. C. Actually, you know what? A C or mm, I was thinking C. Yeah, I guess I go with C. It's okay. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. But still, it's an okay, because again, it's Mario 64, and I don't want to put it on D, and it would feel weird if I put it on D, but I put it on C. So yeah, Super Mario 35. This was the battle royale Mario game that they released for Mario's 35th anniversary, and I really like this game. As someone who despises battle royale games, I thought this was well done and well right, because this made it feel like you were just playing a crazy bonkers version of Super Mario Brothers. It made you feel like you were, to me, as someone who likes to speedrun the original Super Mario Brothers, it made me feel better at this game because I got better time and time again with this game. And I kept playing and playing and playing, and I just kept getting better. I even won a lot of games in this game, so I really like this game. It's a shame that Nintendo took it down. Well, I mean, the game, you could, if you still have it on your Switch, you could still like download it, but like you just can't play it, which is just really, it's such a shame because it's such a great game. But I put it on B tier. Let's see, we got Mario Kart 64, which is, in my opinion, well, it's up there with Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii. I probably put it on A tier, but yeah, it's still a great game, man. I love this game. So I'm trying to go through these quick, so because I just realized, man, we've been there for 50 minutes, so I'm not trying to make this video too long. But here, of course, you got New Super Mario Brothers U, which I mean, basically is well, New Super Mario Brothers U. If you played it, you played it, and you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. That is going to be B tier, just like the Switch version, because it's just the same game. But it's still a great game, though. New Super Mario Brothers 2. Uh, I think this one is better than New Super Mario Brothers, obviously, because this one is a little bit more challenging, and this one does have better level designs than the DS one. It still feels like you're playing the original. It still feels like you're playing New Super Mario Brothers Wii, um, which is right there, and I'll get to that game in a bit. But New Super Mario Brothers 2 is definitely a decent game. I put it on B tier. There we go. And then next we got Mario Party 5, which it's C tier. Not my favorite in the GameCube games, but it's C tier. New Super Mario Brothers Wii, possibly my favorite New Super Mario Brothers game. Like really, like I played this a couple of months back again, and I had a blast playing this because this game, what was different from the DS game is that they really made this unique and different. The level designs, the worlds, not only that, the power-ups, man. I just and this is the first time you got to ride on Yoshi again since Super Mario World. And I mean, like, what more could you ask? This game is amazing. Although, yes, New Super Mario Brothers, in my opinion, yes, is a better game because obviously the power ups, the worlds, the level designs, yeah, that's true. And besides, it's in HD, so it makes it look better. But this game to me is A tier because it is my favorite New Super Mario Brothers game. And so I definitely put this on A tier. Super Mario Land, the original game, the original Super Mario Land. It's Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land for the Game Boy was definitely a great game for its time. It was one of the first launch titles for the Game Boy along with Tetris. Fun fact, did you know that Super Mario Land was originally going to be packaged with the Game Boy, but then when I watched the Tetris documentary for the Gaming Historian, they decided to put Tetris in there because they thought if they put Mario on the Game Boy, they thought that Mario would just be like Mario being packaged with the Game Boy would just make the Game Boy only for little kids. But if they thought, oh, well, if you put Tetris in the packaging with the Game Boy will be for everyone. And I mean, like how much the Game Boy sold with Tetris being packaged. But going back to Super Mario Land, it's a great game. Not a fan of the balance because it does feel a little off. Like Mario looks like he can kind of jump a little off. It's still a great game. I love the soundtrack. I especially love the Underground Maze remix that they did in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I like the level designs of this game, like having all those ancient pyramids. But I'll be real, guys. This game does not really age that well for me because every time I try to playing it, it's just feels too off. Don't get me wrong, it's still a Mario game, but it kind of does feel off at times. So I'll probably put this on C tier. There we go. C tier it is. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I mean, this game is a step up from the original game. There are more levels, there are more bosses. This game to me is basically like a handheld version of Super Mario World, but it's so damn good, man. This game has even crazy power-ups, man, like that we never seen before. For example, you have the carrot power-up, which which basically gives you the bunny ears, where you're able to glide in the air for a few, and obviously you still got the fire flower power-ups. I mean, this game to me is such a great game, man. I love this game. And this was the first game that introduced this Wario. And I mean, honestly, this is where he made his debut. This game is just this has to be one of my favorite Game Boy games, along with Pokemon Yellow and, of course, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Although Pokemon Yellow may be a little bit more my favorite just because it's Pokemon, you know. But I love this game, man. I love this game. This is going on B tier. Mario Party 6. Honestly, this one has to go on A tier. I love this game. Probably one of the best Mario Parties out there with 4. But I think 4 is more better in my opinion. But 6 is still deserving of A tier. We got, of course, Super Mario Party. F tier it is. Mario Party 7. I would say Mario Party 7 is B tier because I do love the mini games. Some of the boards are fine. There's boards that I like and don't like, but it's still a B tier game. I love this game. And hell, it was the Mario Party game that utilized the microphone, which I thought utilizes pretty well for some mini games. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, C tier for me. Decent ports of Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. So it's definitely C tier. Paper Mario Color Splash, which I've yet to play, so I'll put that on F. Mario Party 8. Well, this was the one that basically made Mario Party kind of go on a downhill spiral, so I have to put this on. I'm not going to put it on F tier because I want to consider it an F tier game. Where the hell is it at? Oh, it's right there. I put it on E tier. E tier it is. Mario Kart Super Circuit. I definitely say B tier. This was the first Mario Kart game on a handheld, and it's not my favorite, but I still think it's still pretty good. It's like a decent faithful version of Super Mario Kart, but more enhanced, and it plays better in my opinion, honestly. Um, we got 3 more games. They didn't when they said they have every Mario game, they didn't really have all the sports games. We'll probably rank the sports games some other time, but we're only ranking the Mario games that they have here. So we got Super Mario Maker 3DS. I hate that version of that game because the 3DS version of Mario Maker strips away a lot of features that were on the Wii U version. So it's pretty much a bare bones version of Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. So I don't recommend getting the 3DS version at all. I would recommend you stay away from it. But then we got Super Mario Kart. This may be a little controversial, but I'm going to put it on C tier. And here's why. Although I love this game, and this was the one that started it all, I do not like going back and playing this game. Maybe because every time I play it, it's I don't know, dog. Don't get me wrong, the tracks are great. Everything's great about the game, but the thing about it is that we have so many great Mario Kart games now that it's hard to go back to the original one. But still, it's still a great game. Love the soundtrack, love the tracks, love Rainbow Road as well. I mean, still a great game. And then last but not least, we got Mario Kart Home Circuit, which I do own. And I mean, I got nothing much to say because it is a gimmick, so it's on A tier. So let's take a quick look back at the games that I ranked on F, and then E, and then of course D, C, B, A, S, and double S. So yeah, those that was my list of the best Mario games, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is just my list. And I'd like to hear what would be your list in the comments below. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watching my video. And I plan to do more of these rank videos. I mean, obviously, man, and it has been pretty fun because I get to talk about my opinions on any game that I've enjoyed from all of Nintendo's IPs. And I plan to do this maybe with other IPs that are not from Nintendo too, because that'd be interesting too. But yeah, just hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, or if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And see you guys in the next video. Take care.